Stoic lessons for personal growth and self-care. Have you ever wondered, when was the last time you truly stopped to take care of yourself? Imagine a moment when you turned off your phone, forgot about daily worries, and focused entirely on your well-being. How would you feel if you knew you dedicated precious time just to recharge your energies and remember who you are? Daily routines can be exhausting, but it's important to find time to take care of yourself. It may have been a while since you last did this, which is understandable. You might be very busy with various personal and professional tasks, always available for friends, family, and colleagues when they need you. This can mean you never say no to their requests. Your loved ones bring you a lot of joy, but if you forget about other parts of your life, things can get out of control. You may end up feeling tired, irritable, or even unhappy with the people you love. It's necessary to take some time to step away from all of this, and it can be beneficial for your mental health. Setting healthy boundaries will help you take care of yourself, while ensuring that others treat you with kindness and respect. I'd like you to watch this entire video and not miss any lessons, as they will all help you reprioritize yourself. If you do this, leave a comment saying, "I'm ready to change." Let's get started. The importance of self-care. When we talk about self-care, we're delving into the essence of personal well-being. Imagine for a moment that you are the foundation of a grand building. Before erecting the walls or the roof, it's crucial to ensure that this foundation is solid and stable. Similarly, taking care of yourself is the first and most crucial step in building a fulfilling and successful life. Have you ever stopped to think about the value you place on yourself? Self-care is essentially a manifestation of self-respect and self-love. By dedicating time to care for your body, mind, and spirit, we're not only enhancing our ability to face external challenges, but also creating a safe haven within ourselves. But what does it really mean to create this safe space? Think of a place where you feel completely free to be who you are, without judgment or external pressures. This space is created through regular self-care practices that can range from moments of silent reflection to activities that bring joy and satisfaction. Now, I ask, have you been prioritizing these moments for yourself? Incorporating self-care into your daily life may seem like a daunting task, but it's more accessible than it appears. It can start with something as simple as setting aside 10 minutes a day for meditation, or choosing a physical activity that brings you pleasure. By making self-care a routine, you not only improve your physical and mental health, but also strengthen your ability to support and care for others. It's a virtuous cycle. The more we value and care for ourselves, the more energy and empathy we have to offer the world. So, how about starting today? Creating this safe space for yourself is not just an act of self-love, it's an essential strategy for living a fuller and more satisfying life. By taking care of yourself, you're preparing to live your best versions. Have you ever felt overwhelmed and without time for yourself? How do you recover in these moments? Leave your comment. Now let's explore practical methods that can enrich your self-care journey, with a special focus on meditation and mindfulness. Meditation and mindfulness emerge as valuable tools for developing awareness and mental presence, essential elements in the journey of self-discovery. Have you ever experienced the power of simply closing your eyes and observing your breath? This seemingly small act can prove to be a great ally in the quest for inner balance. Meditating is like granting yourself an intentional break from the fast pace of daily life, a moment to reconnect with yourself. More than achieving moments of peace amid the turmoil of everyday life, meditation is a fundamental practice for self-discovery. During meditation, by diving into the depths of the mind and emotions, you can identify and reassess thought patterns that often limit our personal growth. Starting with meditation is simpler than you might think. First, it's essential to choose a calm environment, a place where interruptions are minimal. It can be a cozy corner at home or a quiet outdoor space. The important thing is that this place allows for a few minutes of isolation and silence. Then just decide to dedicate a daily time for this practice, starting with brief sessions of 5 to 10 minutes and gradually increasing this period as you get used to it. Posture is also important. You can sit comfortably with your feet on the floor, cross your legs, or even lie down if that's more comfortable. The focus should always be on the breath. Feel the air coming in and out, and when you notice your mind starting to wander, gently bring your attention back to the breath. During meditation, it's common for thoughts to arise. Instead of getting frustrated, welcome them without judgment and calmly return to focusing on your breath. By adopting meditation as a regular practice, you'll notice not only an improvement in mental clarity and stress reduction, but also an increased ability to be truly present, whether in moments with loved ones, during work, or in the small joys of daily life. Mindfulness strengthens with practice. The more integrated into your routine, the more natural it will be to stay aware and present in all spheres of life. Why not start today? Allow yourself to discover how meditation can revolutionize your way of interacting with the world and yourself. Have you ever tried meditating or practicing mindfulness? What was your experience? Comment below. With your mind now sharper and calmer, thanks to the practice of meditation, the path opens up to a fundamental stage of self-care, self-examination. This process is not just about looking within yourself, but also about deeply understanding who you are and how your behaviors and thoughts shape your life. By delving into self-examination, you start to notice nuances and patterns that previously went unnoticed. It's like turning on a light in a dark room, where gradually the details start to become clear. This introspection process allows you to identify not only your strengths and talents, but also areas that might need more attention and care. This deeper understanding of yourself is incredibly valuable. For example, by recognizing certain thought patterns or automatic emotional reactions, you gain the ability to question their validity and usefulness. Ask yourself, do these patterns serve me well? Or are they remnants of old habits that no longer contribute to my well-being? Self-examination also promotes greater authenticity in social interactions. When you understand your own behaviors, it becomes easier to express your true needs and desires to others, establishing clearer and healthier relationships. Additionally, this process can reveal passions and interests that were dormant, guiding you to seek new experiences and opportunities for growth. Why not turn self-examination into a regular practice? Just like meditation, it can be something you practice daily. Dedicate time to reflect on your day, your feelings and reactions. Keep a journal if that helps organize your thoughts and feelings. Remember that this is a continuous discovery process, and each small insight about yourself is a step toward a fuller and more fulfilled life. Consider this an invitation to dive even deeper into self-knowledge. What can you discover about yourself today that will help you live better tomorrow? The journey of self-discovery is continuous and always revealing. What have you discovered about yourself by reflecting on your actions and thoughts? Share your discoveries in the comments. By delving into self-examination, you begin to clearly perceive how your personal and professional obligations impact your life. This understanding paves a vital path to finding a healthy balance between these responsibilities and the essential need for self-care. The key here is recognizing that taking care of yourself is not a luxury, but a necessity that underpins all other areas of your life. Balancing these facets can seem challenging, especially in a world that often values productivity above all else. However, incorporating self-care as a non-negotiable element in your daily life is possible and deeply beneficial. This can start with re-evaluating how you define success and productivity. Does working to the point of exhaustion really equate to being productive, or is there room for a more holistic definition that includes well-being and personal satisfaction? An effective strategy for achieving this balance is to establish clear boundaries. For instance, you can designate specific times of the day exclusively for work and others for relaxation and activities that rejuvenate your energy. By doing so, you ensure that the time dedicated to self-care isn't constantly usurped by professional or personal demands. These moments of pause are essential not only for maintaining mental health, but also for sustaining long-term productivity and creativity. Additionally, it's important to listen to the signals of your body and mind. If you constantly feel tired or stressed, it might be an indication that the scales are tipping too much towards responsibilities, neglecting self-care. In these moments, asking yourself what you truly need, whether it's an afternoon of rest, a workout session, or simply a moment of quiet, can help realign your priorities. It's also worth exploring ways to integrate self-care into daily activities. For example, a walk during lunch, mindfulness practices between meetings, or even choosing meals that nourish the body and mind. Each small act of self-care can have a significant impact on your overall well-being. Thus, by reflecting on your responsibilities and how they align with self-care, you not only improve your quality of life, but also become an example that it is possible to live well while fulfilling your duties without sacrificing personal care. This not only elevates your own life, but can also inspire others around you to seek a similar path. How do you find balance between your responsibilities and the need for self-care? Do you have any tips to share? Understanding your needs and responsibilities deeply, resulting from meticulous self-examination, paves the way for a crucial aspect of personal development: setting realistic goals. This step is fundamental for directing your energy effectively and sustainably, avoiding the burnout that comes from unattainable or poorly planned objectives. When setting realistic goals, the first step is to honestly evaluate your current capacity and available resources. This means recognizing both your strengths and your limitations. A realistic goal is not an easy one. It is a goal achievable within the circumstances of your life. It should challenge you, yes, but in a way that promotes growth without causing frustration or exhaustion. For example, if you want to improve your physical health, a realistic goal might be to start an exercise routine 3 times a week instead of committing immediately to a daily workout. Or, if the goal is to enhance professional skills, starting with an online course once a week might be more feasible than an intensive daily course. The essential point is to adjust your expectations to your life's reality, ensuring that each step taken is sustainable. In addition to being adjusted to your reality, goals should be specific and measurable. Instead of a vague objective like, "I want to be happier," define something more tangible, such as, "I will dedicate 1 hour a week to doing something I truly love." This not only makes it clearer what you need to do to achieve your goal, but also makes it easier to track your progress. Incorporating deadlines is also crucial. A goal without a defined deadline can easily become a perpetual aspiration with no conclusion. Setting a specific time to achieve your goals can motivate you and help maintain focus. Finally, it's essential to revisit and adjust your goals periodically. As you grow and your circumstances change, your goals should also evolve. This review process is not a sign of failure, but a reflection of your continuous adaptation and learning. By setting realistic goals, you not only direct your energy more effectively, but also increase your chances of success, fostering a sense of achievement and purpose. This approach not only fuels your personal well-being, but also reinforces your ability to face future challenges with confidence. What are your self-care goals for this month? Leave a comment about how you plan to achieve them. With your goals well defined, You find yourself in a strategic position to face the challenges and obstacles that will inevitably arise along the way. This is where courage and resilience become your most valuable allies. These qualities are not just about facing fear. They are about persevering in the face of adversity, staying true to your objectives. Let's consider practical examples that often resonate with our daily experiences. Imagine someone who decided to improve their physical health by starting an exercise routine. In the first few days, enthusiasm is high, but soon the first barriers arise: fatigue, lack of time, or even a minor injury. At this moment, the courage to continue despite the difficulties is essential. This person might choose to adjust their exercises, perhaps shifting from high-impact activities to gentler ones, or reorganizing their schedule to accommodate shorter but still effective workout sessions. Another example could be someone aiming for a promotion at work. The obstacles are many: fierce competition, rigorous evaluation criteria, and possibly the need to develop new skills. Courage here manifests in the willingness to step out of the comfort zone, invest time in additional learning, and seek constant feedback to improve performance. This person might face moments of doubt and frustration, but resilience will drive them to persist and adapt their strategies as needed. In both cases, courage does not eliminate fear or uncertainty, but allows the person to keep moving forward, focusing on the long term and the benefits these goals will bring to their lives. It's also about accepting that the path to achieving great things is rarely linear, and that each challenge overcome is a step towards personal growth. Moreover, building a support network can be a powerful way to strengthen your resilience. Sharing your struggles and successes with friends, family, or even colleagues who have similar goals can provide not only the necessary emotional support, but also practical insights and encouragement. Therefore, when facing challenges on the way to your goals, remember that courage and resilience are not about never failing, but about knowing how to rise stronger after each fall. This resonates with all of us in our daily journey, whether pursuing personal or professional goals. What is a recent challenge you have overcome with courage and resilience? Share your story in the comments. Accepting and managing desires and aversions is crucial for maintaining focus on established goals and minimizing internal conflicts that can arise along the journey. This process helps balance our emotions and make more conscious decisions aligned with our true life objectives. Understanding and accepting our desires is the first step. Often, intense desires can divert our attention from long-term goals, drawing us toward immediate gratifications that do not contribute to our personal growth. For example, you might have the desire to make an impulsive purchase. Instead of giving in immediately, it's helpful to stop and reflect on this desire. Is it aligned with your financial or lifestyle goals? This will help create a layer of self-awareness essential for controlling momentary impulses. On the other hand, aversions also play a significant role. They can prevent us from taking necessary actions to achieve our goals. Let's say you have a strong aversion to public speaking, but doing so is crucial for your professional advancement. In this case, gradually facing this aversion can transform an area of discomfort into a developed skill, thus increasing your chances of professional success. An effective method for managing both desires and aversions is the practice of mindfulness. When desires or aversions arise, instead of reacting automatically, try to observe these emotions without judgment. This does not mean repressing or ignoring your feelings, but recognizing your reactions and understanding their origins. With this clarity, you can choose responses that align with your larger goals. Additionally, techniques like visualization can be very useful. Imagine yourself overcoming an aversion or resisting a particular desire. Visualize yourself achieving your goals despite these obstacles. This can strengthen your determination and ability to face challenges related to desires and aversions. With practice, you will develop greater mastery over your impulses and reactions, allowing you to maintain focus on your goals with a clear mind and balanced heart. This balance not only improves your effectiveness in pursuing your objectives, but also contributes to a more harmonious and satisfying life. Accepting and managing your desires and aversions is, therefore, a powerful skill that benefits all aspects of your life. How do you deal with desires and aversions that might divert you from your goals? Share your strategies. Accepting the present is a vital skill that reinforces our ability to deal with life's circumstances beyond our control, significantly contributing to our resilience and inner peace. This acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation, but rather a deep understanding that the present moment is the only true field of action we possess. Often we resist the present when it does not align with our expectations or desires. However, this resistance can create a constant state of dissatisfaction and anxiety as we are in conflict with reality as it is. For instance, you might find yourself stuck in traffic, feeling frustrated and irritated because it is delaying your plans. This situation is out of your control, and the internal struggle only increases your stress. The key to accepting the present is developing awareness that allows you to observe these automatic reactions without judgment. This involves recognizing and accepting your feelings, but also realizing that you have the choice not to be governed by them. Instead of getting annoyed with the traffic, you can choose to see this time as an opportunity to listen to a podcast, an audiobook, or simply to reflect. The practice of mindfulness is extremely helpful for cultivating this acceptance. It teaches us to observe the present moment fully, without filters or judgments. This includes noticing thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations that arise, acknowledging them, and letting them pass without trying to change or resist them. By accepting the present, we also learn to let go of the past and worries about the future. This does not mean forgetting the lessons learned or not planning ahead, but rather not allowing unnecessary anxieties or regrets to cloud our current experience. I encourage you to practice accepting the present daily. Start with small moments. Notice how you feel while having a coffee, walking to work, or talking with a friend. Accept these experiences as they are, without rushing to change or judge them. Over time, this practice will enhance your inner peace and your ability to handle challenges more calmly and centered. Accepting the present is indeed a powerful way to root yourself in current reality, enhancing your resilience and allowing you to navigate life with renewed serenity. Do you practice acceptance of the present? How has it impacted your life? Leave your comment. With the acceptance of the present moment already established, the pursuit of inner peace becomes a natural consequence, flowing effortlessly. This journey is not about achieving a temporary state of tranquility, but about cultivating lasting serenity that permeates all aspects of life, offering a solid foundation to face any situation with calmness and clarity. True inner peace is found not in external conditions, but within ourselves. This requires a continuous commitment to introspection and self-discovery to understand what truly brings balance and contentment to our lives. Integrating meditation into daily life is one of the most effective tools for developing this peace. Meditation calms the mind and reduces stress, but it also deepens our awareness of our own mental and emotional patterns. This allows us to choose more peaceful and centered reactions. Another enriching approach is the cultivation of gratitude. This can start with something simple, like keeping a gratitude journal or setting aside a moment each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. This habit shifts the focus from worries and challenges to the abundance present in life, enhancing the sense of well-being and satisfaction. Moreover, connecting with nature also provides a powerful way to access inner peace. Walks outdoors, whether in a local park or during a trip to a more remote natural environment, can revitalize the spirit and calm the mind. The simplicity and beauty of nature remind us to breathe more slowly, observe more closely, and move with more intention. Finally, practicing the active acceptance of difficult situations and emotions can strengthen inner peace. Recognizing that not everything is under our control, and that challenges and negative emotions are part of the human experience, allows us to face life with a more balanced and less reactive perspective. By cultivating these practices, inner peace becomes less of a distant goal and more of a present and accessible quality, a constant source of strength and serenity amid life's storms. What do you do to find inner peace amid the hustle and bustle of daily life? Share in the comments. Recognizing and expressing gratitude for achievements and lessons learned is more than a mere exercise in courtesy. It is a powerful practice that reinforces a positive attitude and increases motivation to continue the journey of personal growth. Each step taken, each challenge overcome, and each lesson absorbed constitute the fundamental pillars not only of your development, but also of your emotional and mental well-being. Cultivating gratitude transforms how you perceive both everyday situations and more significant challenges. By turning your attention to achievements and positive lessons, you naturally begin to focus less on obstacles and more on opportunities. This shift in perspective is essential as it fosters a virtuous cycle of recognition and appreciation that propagates positivity and resilience. For example, consider a project at work that presented several difficulties but eventually led to a successful outcome. By looking back and expressing gratitude not only for the final success, but also for the challenges that taught you new strategies and strengthened your skills, you reinforce a sense of competence and personal effectiveness. This recognition not only boosts self-confidence, but also prepares you for future challenges, allowing you to face them with a more optimistic and prepared disposition. Moreover, the practice of gratitude has a profound impact on your overall emotional state. Studies show that people who regularly acknowledge and give thanks for the good things in their lives experience less depression and anxiety. They tend to be happier and more satisfied with life. This practice can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal where you note 3 things you were grateful for at the end of each day. Or it can involve expressing gratitude to the people around you, strengthening relationships, and building an emotional support network. Incorporating gratitude into your life is therefore a powerful strategy for maintaining a positive attitude and continuing to move forward, no matter how arduous the journey may seem. It allows you not only to survive, but to thrive, finding value and joy even in the small victories of everyday life. What are you most grateful for at this moment? Leave your comment and share your achievements. Living according to virtues and aligning our daily actions with our deepest values is essential for a truly full and meaningful existence. When our choices and behaviors reflect our core values, we not only bring integrity and authenticity to our lives, but also establish a sense of purpose that guides us through the ups and downs of daily life. Imagine the satisfaction and peace that comes from knowing that every decision we make and every action we take is in harmony with what we truly value. Whether it's honesty, compassion, justice, or generosity, each virtue we choose to prioritize acts as a compass that guides us, helping to shape a life that we not only admire, but are deeply proud of. The coherence between what we value and how we act has a profound impact not only on our own well-being, but also on the world around us. By living according to these virtues, we inspire others to reflect on their own lives and perhaps seek a more conscious and aligned way of existence. For example, by choosing to act with kindness in challenging situations, we not only rise above the difficulties, but also spread that kindness, positively influencing those who observe and interact with us. Now, as you reflect on your own journey, I invite you to consider which values you hold most dear. Ask yourself how you can incorporate these virtues even more into your daily life. Which virtues do you value most, and how do you apply them in your day-to-day activities? Comment below. As we close our discussion, remember that true transformation begins from within. By living according to your virtues and aligning your daily actions with your deepest values, you not only create a life of integrity and authenticity, but also build a purpose that withstands life's ups and downs. So why not start now? Reflect deeply on the values you hold most dear and adjust your goals so that every step you take is in harmony with these principles. Commit to a path of self-care and self-discovery, knowing that this journey is continuous and full of discoveries. This video is just the beginning. Continue following us to explore more tools and insights that will transform your life from the inside out. Get ready for change and stay tuned for upcoming videos, each bringing new ways to enrich your journey of self-transformation.